Hello people, welcome. This is the first of several WordPress lectures, and in this video we just want to get into it. We're gonna check out WordPress, download it and set it up locally on our machine. So for this you will need, of course, to go to wordpress.org, and you will also need either XAMPP server or WAMP server. Right now I have XAMPP already installed and I have Apache and my SQL running, so you will need that. And let's check out this WordPress website. Of course, WordPress is an open source software that you can use to create a beautiful website, blog, or even a web application. So we just want to scroll down and check it out a little bit. It has some beautiful designs. So the real power of WordPress comes with the different themes that are available, ready-made websites that are available. You can just download them, install the template, and basically change out the content to meet either your needs or the needs of your client. All right, so it's free, and it also has a multitude of different plugins that can make your life very easy. Right, so it's SEO friendly, it's already responsive excuse me, for mobile, either tablets or mobile phones, and it's really easy and intuitive as far as learning to use it. So let us just go ahead and get started. You can click on Get WordPress, and you can click on the download link here, and it will download the WordPress zip file to your downloads folder. So I've already gone ahead and downloaded WordPress, so let's find it. Okay, so let us open this zip file up. If you have WinZip or 7-zip, you can open up the archive and you will get this one folder. If you want to take a look inside, it has all that you will need in order to install WordPress and to start using it. So what we want to do is extract this WordPress document, and we're going to put it inside our htdocs folder. So I'm using XAMPP, so I have to put it inside htdocs. If you're using WAMP, it's going to be inside your www folder. So I'm going to click on OK and let it extract it to that folder. Alright, so now we can go ahead and open up that directory, XAMPP htdocs, and here we have our WordPress folder. So at this stage you can choose to rename this folder. So for instance, if I wanted to create a pet store, I could just rename this to pet store. Alright, so now what we have to do in order to install WordPress is to open this directory up in our local host. So we can go ahead and open up a tab, type in localhost, and I had to change my port to 8080 because port 8 the default port 8000 was already being used by another application, so that's why I have 8080 as my port, and I want to open up my pet store directory. Hit enter, and it will take you to this WordPress setup configuration. So as soon as you point localhost to that directory, setup -config.php will automatically fire off. So of course you want English, so we're going to click continue. And let's just read some of this here. So it says, welcome to WordPress. Before getting started, we need some information on the database. You will need to know the following items before proceeding. First, you need a database name, a username, and a password, also the host, and a table prefix. So let us go ahead and set up a database that we can install WordPress on. Alright, so what we'll need to do, we'll need to open up PHP My Admin. Let me close this window here. So we need to type in localhost and go to our dashboard and click on the PHP My Admin tab. So wait for that to load. Alright, so we need to create the database that will contain our WordPress installation. So let's click on new, and I'm just going to name my database after my website. So let's wait for this to come up. So database name, pet store, and we can just go ahead and click create. Alright, so our database has been created. So let's now go back to our WordPress configuration. So we can go ahead and click on let's go. So on this screen now we'll enter our database information. So we know that the name of our database is pet store. Our username, the default username should be root. I do not have a password set up on my database, so I leave this field blank. If you have a password, then this is where you go ahead and just type that in. My database host, of course, is localhost, and I'm just going to leave that default table prefix. So now I can just go ahead and click submit, and we get this screen. Alright, Sparky, you've made it through this part of the installation. WordPress can now communicate with your database, and now it's time to run the installation. So let's click on that and allow WordPress to do its thing. I'm just going to go ahead and pause the video, and oh wow, that was fast. Alright, so WordPress needs some information, so we can enter our site title. So of course mine is a pet store. I'm going to leave my username as admin, and I'll just leave this default password. You can put a stronger password if you so desire. I'll go ahead and check this box, and you can enter an email address. And if you want SEO, your website to be indexed so that search engines can find your website, you can go ahead and leave this unchecked. So now we can click on install WordPress. And now I'll pause the video while this installation runs. Alright, well, it didn't take very long. So we can see based on the screen that the installation was successful. And we can now go ahead and log into the back end of our WordPress, or the dashboard. So let's click on login. Admin is my username, and enter my password. Login. And here we have our WordPress dashboard. You can see we have a nice GUI interface here for us to use. Our menu over here on the left hand side. If you want to view what your website currently looks like, you can go ahead and I'll open this up in a different tab. And this is what our website looks like currently. So not much going on, just a simple, the customary hello world. So it's up to us now to go ahead and create our website, create some pages, create a menu, and so forth. So I'm just going to quickly walk you through these different menus here on the dashboard. In our appearance tab, this is where you can control which theme is currently active. So when you download a theme, it will usually show up in this on this screen, and then you just go ahead and either activate it, or you can live preview the theme before you go ahead and activate it. So let's take a look at this 2017 theme and see what it looks like. So currently, well, this theme has a little bit more going on for it. Couple photos. Already has a menu, home, about, right? Contact page. And as you can see, you can also edit your website from this screen. You can change the colors, change up the menus, add widgets. In your site identity, you can add a logo. We want to change the tagline for your site, or select an image for your site icon, which should show up right here. Okay, so let's go back. If you want to install plugins, you can simply come to this plugins menu and add new. And let's just say you wanted to work with some custom forms, right? Capture some custom data from your users. You can go ahead and install a plugin. One of my favorites is Ninja Forms. Let's go ahead and click on that. And you can see there are a multitude of different plugins that we can download. Literally thousands of plugins. So usually any plugin or any feature you would need on your website, you can type it in here and it will find some plugin that is related that can help you out to achieve whatever your goal is. So, right, so if you want to install this, you can click on the install now and it will install that plugin for you. Let's take a look at a couple other things. If your website is going to have a blog, then in this post tab is where you would actually come and create your blog. Click on add new, and of course you can add a title, create your blog, add photos to it, and all of that nice good stuff. If you want to add some media to your website, this is where you can come and add photos, videos, PDF files, whatever will be utilized on your website. You can go ahead and drag and drop all of those and it will automatically upload it to your website. This pages tab is where you would create an actual page for your website. So all these different pages, home, contact page, home page, and all of that, you can go ahead and create them here. All right, so you just click on add new and home. This is home page, and you can actually preview it before you post it, right? And that's how you create pages. And what else can we look at? We can look at some of the tools available, right? You can import and export certain things. So settings, right? You can just change the general settings of your website, right? So just go ahead, and once you have installed WordPress, you can go ahead and check out some of these different menus. In the next video, I will demonstrate how to install plugins and to start creating some pages for our website. Alright, so that's it for this first video. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.